buzz in the entertainment world.
Mike from 105.1 The Buzz joining us live right now. Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Mike, love is dead.
Couldn't agree more, Emily.
Mike thought that before this story we're talking about, but this was the nail in the coffin for Emily.
I am shocked that the fleece has been pulled over my eyes by reality TV once again. There's fresh scandal from the Golden Bachelor. Let's talk about it.
Deceit, betrayal, I feel bamboozled. It's all coming to fruition right now. Gary, the Golden Bachelor, who's been presented as a gentleman who hasn't dated in over 40 years. He's a widower. He lost his wife a few years ago and says he hasn't dated, been on the dating scene, even tried to date since. He's a retired restaurateur. These are the things that we were told to fall in love with, Gary. And now some of the things that are coming out are saying these are not true. A woman who wants to remain anonymous spoke to The Hollywood Reporter and said about 1 month after Gary lost his wife, they started a budding romance that went on for about 3 years. They were in a relationship for about 10 months before she actually moved in with him, lived with him for a couple of years, and now this is all coming to light. And then not even that, they're doubling down on the deceit by Gary and found out that he said he's a retired restaurateur, but he hasn't owned a restaurant since 1985. And this is according to his LinkedIn page.
Oh, boy.
So I don't know who was vetting Gary's application and resume when they were casting him for this show, but apparently they forgot to check his LinkedIn. He's been working on jobs ever since then. And yeah, this is all just coming out, and I don't know what to make of it, guys.
They didn't forget. They looked at his face and were like, "How do we make this happen?" That's what they did.
You know, the odd jobs thing, I'll let it slide because the Bachelor franchise has had some of the weirdest job titles on contestants in history. It's like a running joke. They always kind of fib about like what people do in the real world.
Yeah.
But the whole dating thing is what I don't get. I mean, he said on the show, he's talking to these women, he's like, I haven't kissed a woman in 6 years. And like, that's not true. He had a live-in girlfriend for 2 years, according to, allegedly, according to Carolyn, this anonymous woman. And she had friends back her up and say, yeah, we went on double dates with these guys. He seemed like a great guy. And to me, it's like, I don't think anyone would have thought any less of him had he said, you know, after my wife passed away, I've tried dating and just nothing has been it.
But then you don't have the heartbreak of like that. It's a storyline.
I know, but I'm just like, oh my gosh, you really
manufactured.
thought that all these people who know you are going to like be quiet about it?
I'm going to throw a conspiracy theory out there. Hear me out, guys. Maybe the network was like, hey, let's just pretend this relationship didn't ever happen so people will be endeared to you and then they'll feel for you and we'll get all those heartstrings tugging left and right. And then, you know, we'll give this lady a little bit of hush money and that's why she's remaining anonymous. I don't know.
I mean, the hush money part may be conspiracy, but everything else, like that's reality TV. That's what they manufacture.
Producers on these shows coach these people.
I will also say, if we're gonna come away with this with one lesson, it's you never trust somebody who goes by Gary but spells it Gerry. Your name is Jerry, and no.
It's a unique.
You heard me. I had a double take at the beginning of the segment because I was looking at his name on the paper and I really wanted to say Jerry.
I know. I still like want to say Jerry, but it's Gary. It's I don't know. He's down to the final 2. The finale I think is next week.
Yes. Which is also shocking why this is all coming out now, you know?
Well, because the finale I think is live, so it's like, wow, now we've got the buzz going on.
The big press boom.
It'll be interesting to see if they address it on the show at all. They probably won't, but I was rooting for you, Gary. We were all rooting for you.
All right, we don't have a ton of time left, but we got to make sure we talk about this because we teased it. So
show.
Sex and the City dating show in the works.
Yeah, and it's being put together by Candace Bushnell, the author of the original Sex and the City book and the lady behind the hit TV show. It's going to be called Is There Still Sex in the City? And it's going to follow 4 50-something ladies around the big city that are all friends and get in their dating lives. Totally unscripted in all reality.
Oh, totally unscripted. Yeah, sure. Okay. You know what? Let's be real. I'll probably watch it.
So it's not going to be just for people scrolling through Hinge on their phone. That's not.
That would be real reality, and that would be so boring.
That's what I'm saying. All right, Mike. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
We'll
We
be
got
right
more
back.
coming up after this.